Hey there, indie wrestling fans, Brian Zane here. It's Tuesday, October 31st, and in association with Powerbomb.tv, it's time for This Week in Independent Wrestling. It looks like New Japan star Tetsuya Naito's trip to the US in early 2018 will be across multiple promotions. Naito was named as the opponent for AR Fox at the Glory Pro Anniversary show this coming February, and this week it was announced that both Pro Wrestling Revolver and AAW will also have Naito at their events that weekend. The Revolver event is scheduled for Dayton, Ohio on February 16th, with tickets going on sale tomorrow, while Naito will face Sami Callihan at AAW in the Chicago area on February 17th. For ticket info for AAW, check out their Twitter account at AAW Pro. Speaking of AAW, they return to Berwyn, Illinois this Friday for Hell Hath No Fury. The event will feature David Starr and Jeff Cobb versus the Irish Airborne, Trevor Lee versus Eddie Kingston, Michael Elgin versus Shane Strickland, 2 AAW Women's Championship Tournament matches, and an AAW Tag Title match where Desmond Xavier and Zachary Wentz defend against Davey Vega and Nat Fidget. In the San Francisco area, the Cow Palace is getting ready for another big event courtesy of All Pro Wrestling. The Clash of the Cow Palace takes place Friday, November 10th and will feature some of the biggest names in independent wrestling today. Along with the main event of Rey Mysterio and Juventud Guerrera against the Lucha Brothers, fans will also see the Unbreakable Effin' Machines, Willie Mack, Joey Ryan, Candice LeRae, Matt Cross, Colt Cabana, Jack Swagger, Jeff Cobb, and many more, including a four-way for the APW Tag Team Championships where yours truly will manage the Classic Connection. For tickets, visit universe.com and look for All Pro Wrestling. It was a big weekend in the UK with 3 big events. Let's start off with PCW's Fright Night, which happened on Friday and streamed live on Powerbomb.tv. Joe Coffey beat Dave Mastiff and Keith Lee in a triple threat match, Ashton Smith pinned Mike Bailey, and T-Bone became the new PCW champion by beating Houston Reese in the main event. Elsewhere in the UK, WXW returned to the country this past Saturday for a show that saw Walter defeat David Starr, Ilya Dragunov beat Mark Haskins, and Bad Bones John Klinger successfully defend his WXW crown against Travis Banks. And on Sunday, Progress 56 saw Walter defend the Atlas Championship against Wolfgang, British Strong Style defeat David Starr and Jack Sexsmith, Toni Storm retained her Progress Women's Championship against Charlie Evans, and Travis Banks kept his Progress World Championship by turning back the challenge of Keith Lee. Chikara made its return to Chicago this past Saturday with a double shot event. The two shows saw the Carnies lose in their Chikara debut against Cornelius Crummels and Sonny Defarge, Dasher Hatfield defeated Moose, and Juan Francisco de Coronado defend the Chikara Grand Championship against Fire Ant. Big news coming out of this weekend is that Lightning Mike Quackenbush will be making a rare return to a Chikara ring to take on Max Smashmaster on November 18th in Haverhill, Massachusetts. Want more Chikara? See the latest episode of The Hour of Power this Sunday live on Chikaratopia. In Virginia, Nova Pro's Pumpkin Spice Lariat show took place this past Friday. The card saw Gunnar Miller retain his Anarchy Triple Crown title against Tim Donst. The Ugly Ducklings defeated Chet Sterling and Eric Royal. Sanjay Dutt pinned DJZ. And Fred Yehai defeated Jordan Grace by referee stoppage when Grace's husband Jonathan Gresham threw in the towel. Gresham and Yehai will wrestle at the next Nova Pro event on November 24th. Anarchy Wrestling held their 19th annual Fright Night event in Cornelia, Georgia on Saturday. The show saw Gladiator Jeremiah defeat Billy Buck, ending their year-long feud. The Approved successfully defend their Anarchy tag titles against the Hate Junkies, the Lynch Mob, and Team Tag in a ladder match. Kyle Matthews beat AJ Gray to retain his Landmark Heritage title, and Gunnar Miller defeated Jacob Ashworth in a steel cage to keep a hold of his Anarchy Triple Crown. Fright Night will be available on demand at Powerbomb.tv. Beyond Wrestling had a big double-shot weekend with shows in Howell, New Jersey and Worcester, Massachusetts. The Sunday show, Apocalypse Dudes, which streamed live on Powerbomb.tv, saw Matt Riddle defeat JT Dunn, Doom Patrol defeat the Viking War Party, Zack Sabre Jr. beat Martin Stone, and Jonathan Gresham defend his Powerbomb.tv Independent Championship against Flip Gordon. And finally, Southern Underground Pro's final event of the year, Headwalk Among Us, took place on Sunday in Nashville. The event saw Dominic Guarini defeat Corey Hollis, Gunnar Miller defend the Anarchy Triple Crown against KLD, Kurt Stallion retain his Bone Storm title by defeating Paco Gonzalez, and Angela Slane defeat Kevin Koo. And be sure to give Powerbomb.tv a try. Use the promo code BRIANSENTME and get your first 20 days of the streaming service absolutely free. Got any tips for news, upcoming events, and results? Send them our way via direct message at facebook.com/independentwrestling. I'm Brian Zane, and I'll see you next time.